What's up, Reddit Nation? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel and you would like to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers and we're almost there. And also, if you already subscribed, hit that like, hit that bell so you're notified every time I come out with a brand new video. Well, Reddit Nation, we finally got off the losing streak and we got a big dub. And this comes off of the week that we fired that idiot Josh McDaniels. So big shout out to our head coach Antonio Pierce on getting his first ever win as a head coach, and he got it in his first try. And you know what? This team really balled out from the very first snap of the game. They really took on the personality of their head coach. They were playing fired up out there, and to see a coach on the sideline matching that same energy of his players. You know, in the past 2 years, we've had a coach that has really been a drag on the sideline. He's always had a sad face and an annoyed face and an upset look. So to see a coach like Antonio Pierce on the sideline pumping up the defense, you know, when the offense would go, when they were struggling in the second half, he went to the offense and he went and talked to some of the guys like Devontae and O'Connell. So it was really nice to see a coach really involved. And after we fired McDaniels, as the days went on, more reports were coming out on just how bad of a head coach McDaniels was. It really seems to me like he was running this team as a dictatorship, and the players certainly didn't like playing for him. You could certainly see a difference on the way we played against the Giants compared to the last 2 seasons. It was like night and day out there. And our defense really showed up today. It really looked like that was the best our defense has played in the last 2 years. We tallied up 8 total sacks, 3 coming off of Mad Max Crosby, and we even got 2 turnovers. It could have been 3, but of course Marcus Peters dropped one. And like I said, that was something we were preaching all offseason, was getting to the quarterback, causing turnovers. And that's how you win games. And that's exactly what our defense did today, guys. And you know, it was really nice to see for us to get a pass rush more from just guys not named Max Crosby. You know, Marcus Epps was in there, Robert Spillane, you know, Jerry Tillery, Bilal Nichols, you know, Adam Butler. We really got a contribution from more guys other than Max Crosby. So that was a really great sign to see. You know, we even got a Nesta J. Silvera sighting. It really seemed like this coaching staff made it a sense to get our important players the ball. You know, guys like Hunter Renfrow, Michael Mayer, Trey Tucker, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. It really seemed like Antonio Pierce really knew what was the problem with this offense, and that was the fact that we weren't getting the ball to our playmakers. Well, shit, we really answered the bell today, guys. We really got the ball to these guys, and they really answered it. Other than Saquon Barkley, the Giants really had no other players making any plays. And once again, time and time again, Max Crosby shows the NFL world why he belongs in the discussion of Defensive Player of the Year, which puts him in at 9.5 sacks, 1/2 sack behind the league leader in Danielle Hunter from the Minnesota Vikings. And you know what? Max Crosby leads the league in pressures. So, like I said, as long as he continues to play like this every week, I don't see no reason why he can't be in the discussion for Defensive Player of the Year. He definitely is going to be there. And hey, you know, who knows? Maybe this could finally be the year that Max gets the award he deserves and, you know, the praise that he deserves. And also, shout out to Amik Robertson. He got his second pick this year. And, you know, he's really been getting a lot better since the beginning of last year. We've really seen a big growth from Amik. This is his 3rd year now with us, and he has really improved from his rookie year. And, you know, he got the start today. So that was really a good sign. You know, this new coaching staff really shook things up. I saw Amik starting. We saw contributions more from Nesta J. Silvera, and Tyree Wilson even got in there. I think he even got credited for 1/2 sack. But like I said, this defense really balled out. Robert Spillane continues to be that leader that he is on the field. You know, Marcus Epps, Trayvon Merrick. This defensive backfield has really been playing well in spurts, but I think our best defense is in front of us, guys. I think the more Antonio Pierce gels with this team as the head coach, our defense is going to get even better. He was a linebacker in the league. He was the captain of the New York Giants, a Super Bowl winning team. So he definitely knows that side of the ball, and he expects greatness. In his press conference, when he was introduced as the Raiders head coach, they asked him about his defense, about how well they've been playing, and I loved the response that he said he expects even more from them, and they definitely showed up today. They definitely showed us more, in getting 8 sacks in those 2 picks. So I think this defense is really taking on the personality of their head coach, and it's really been showing all week. At practice, Antonio Pierce was bumping, NWA pregame. We were bumping NWA, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, in the stands. So like I'm saying, we really had to turn the corner with this Josh McDaniels, character, and it's really looking a lot better. I know it's really early. I know it's only one game against a very terrible opponent in the New York Giants. But shit, last week we got our asses kicked by a lesser opponent, in the Chicago Bears. So you can miss me with that. It's only the New York Giants. I don't care. Every game, any given Sunday, every week is different, guys. Any team has the ability to beat you. So like I said, I know it's only one game, but Antonio Pierce is really giving me Mike Vrabel vibes. That vibe that he's played on the defense side of the ball. He's in your face. He shows a lot of enthusiasm. He's loud. He's gonna be out there sticking up for his players. So hey, if the season goes really well, I know it's only one game, but if he finishes with a winning record, if he finishes with more wins than losses, who knows? Who knows what could be in store? Who knows if we just might have found our next head coach? And as far as the offensive side of the ball goes, the offense finally put up over 20 points. And not only did we put up over 20 points, we put up 30 points, guys. Big shout out to our offensive coordinator, Bo Hardigree. He only had a total of 4 days to get this offense prepared, and he was able to score 30 points, to over 20 in the first half, when Josh McDaniels has struggled to score over 20 points all season. That speaks volume, guys, that a guy who's never called plays before in his life can come into a situation, and score over 30 points in his first outing. Big shout out to Bo Hardigree. I had to tip my cap to him. He really called a great game. He really didn't put too much pressure on Aidan O'Connell. Aidan O'Connell coming in for his second career start, balled out. He only had over 200 yards this game passing, but we didn't need that much from him. We put the game in Josh Jacobs' hand. And shout out to Josh. Yes, he didn't get over 100 yards rushing, but damn, he was right there. He was knocking on the door. He had 98. We didn't get over the 4 yards per carry average, but for the most part of the game, guys, he was averaging 4 to 5 yards. Just into that fourth quarter, when we started getting stuffed at the line, was when that average went down. But nevertheless, he had his best game of the season. I think it was my buddy told me it was 11 straight games that Josh Jacobs hadn't gotten over 100 yards rushing. Yes, I know he didn't get over 100 today, but damn it, he had his best game all season, and he was really happy out there. You could see him on the sidelines after the game. He was really happy. This whole Raiders offense was really happy. Devontae Adams, he only finished the game with 4 receptions and 34 yards, but you could see the smile on his face. He knew that there was progress, and we definitely improved today. Like I said, Aidan O'Connell was the clear-cut better quarterback since the preseason. And McDaniels wasn't willing to start Aidan O'Connell because we gave so much money to Jimmy. He was willing to die on that hill and let Jimmy start. And what happened? Jimmy played like crap, ended up getting McDaniels fired, ended up getting himself benched. And look what happens. Greatness happens, guys. Like I said, it's only one game. Next week we got not a great opponent in the New York Jets. We got the upper hand. They're playing on Monday night, so we get one extra day against them. Also, they're got to fly all the way from New York to Las Vegas, so that's another advantage that we got from against them. Like I said, it's only one game. I love what I saw from Antonio Pierce. I love what I saw from this defense, from this offense. We were really playing with a lot of juice, a lot of fire. This team, like I said, took the personality of their head coach. And quite frankly, the last 2 years we have taken the personality of our last head coach in Josh McDaniels, just on how sluggish we would look, just how upset our players would look. Today, our team played together. You could see by the smoked cigars throughout that locker room. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them players were smoking blunts. Marcus Peters, I knew, had to have been smoking a blunt in that thing. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments just how excited you are about our Raiders finally getting a dub. Let's get a winning streak going. Let's beat these Jets, and who knows what can happen from there. What can happen the next week? After that, we got Miami and then Kansas City. But let's hold our horses and let's take it 1 week at a time. And until next time, Raider Nation, peace.